Hello everyone, my name is Dennis Wilson and welcome to Scorpioninkworks. Just wanted to touch up on a few other art supplies that I didn't get to in the last video because I thought I was going over my time limit and all that. I've actually seen some other people use these. As far as comic books go, the old, I know many of you seen that. I think I even saw one. I was in the art store the other day, and I've seen like there's a newer version, like a companion to this one that's more extensive, and I didn't particularly like this one. I guess because it's so old and some of the characters in it aren't that interesting to me. You know, hate to offend a lot of y'all comic book junkies who like the old style and all that. But and I'm not particularly a fan of Stan Lee. I know you're gonna get a lot of hate comments on that, but you know, like the guy for what he's done for comic books and all that, but there's just something about him that just rubs me wrong. Even reading this, with the way, yeah, that's a good example of how things are in the Marvel world. The difference between being hit and like being hit by a superhero kind of thing is just, I don't know. But I do understand what people get into and why they're attracted to some of the things they are. Another book, and I happened to purchase this one at a comic book store. I would like to have said that I bought it elsewhere. This Bridgman's Complete Guide to Drawing from Real Life. And if you have the money and you're learning to draw, this is definitely good body structure, and it goes into detail from so like your arms and hands and stuff, even you know, facial features and things. And I think there was some stuff in here, you know, on the body itself. They even got stuff on your feet. And while some of these images don't look really great to me, I think they're really great art, and it's definitely something that people should pick up and look at. Whenever I bought that, I also bought a few magazines on bodybuilding, because, you know, you're going to be, if you're doing comic books, you're going to be making superheroes, whether they're male or female. And while a lot of us think we can draw muscles, and we can, drawing them correctly so that people don't trash your comic or your art because you've got muscles that doesn't even exist in reality stacked up on your person's abdomen or arms or something. You know, I think I've even seen a few comic books like that where they've had like a triple six-pack rippling out because they were so broad and all that, and I'm like, it's great to go into detail, but don't be, you know, maybe if the guy was an alien and had more muscles, he could crush diamonds with his eyeballs. And, you know, I had bought a few comics, you know, I'll kind of cover that up, but I bought, when I went to the comic book store, and this has been a while back that I bought this, I was looking for certain types of art, I guess, that shows detail maybe even greatly colored, I don't remember. And the reason I bought this one in particular, I'm a bit weird. I really loved the way they did those lips, and I just had to have that. I mean, I bought the whole $3 comic book for the way the lips were drawn and inked. Yeah, no, so I didn't collect these comic books, the ones that I had gotten, because of any interest in the storyline. I got it mostly for the art and the inking. There's like a Green Lantern there and some type of X-Men, I don't know, but it's the way the figures were drawn and everything, and I was looking at it more from an art point of view, something to, because there were a lot that it just seemed dull, you know, and maybe a lot of people shouldn't collect comic books for the cover art alone. Maybe if they open them up and check inside, they can find some stuff that's really great, and get into the story like that. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it as far as supplies go. I will be getting into detail later on about the Photoshop that I'll end up purchasing in the future, and inking your art after you've drawn it. And I guess as far as inking goes, the whole black ink outlining everything is just going to work fine, so you can upload it onto your computer or what have you. I'll probably have to be doing some coloring too, out on plain paper with the inks that I have and some other inks that I'll be buying, because I'm sure that before I can afford or get around to buying Photoshop, I might as well do some art that was done by hand. So that's about it. And well, like I said, as far as supplies go, hopefully, you know, I'm doing this YouTube channel and these videos on my art as far as not only a teaching tool, but also learning myself how to sketch, and sketch better and sketch faster, so that I can produce works of art at a quicker pace, and you know, that'll help me get my comic book stuff out in the future like I want to, and hopefully within a year's time at the very least, that'll be a reality. Might actually take 2 years, because I'm, you know, looking up printing and distribution and all that, it takes money, and I work a normal job, and I don't mean a well-paying job, I mean like it might as well be fast food. That's how crappy it pays. So, you know, picking up art supplies a little bit at a time, when you have to pay $15 for a marker, it will take time, but hopefully I can find something that I like real quick and share that with you, and go over the pros and cons of it, and maybe even find something that's cheaper that everybody else can afford and work with. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to get hired on doing some art for other people every now and then. The distance I travel to work and the amount of time I work doesn't allow for much of that, but let's see what we can come up with. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoy these videos, and I think we'll start working on some how-to videos here soon. Thanks again. Bye.